My name is Keiko Torii. I'm a plant scientist studying plant development, and I'm currently a professor at the University of Texas at Austin and also investigator at the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. So I'm from Japan and not so much into super top research institute. I'm rather coming from a small lab and a small background. But what I made a huge change, initially I was a kind of medical biology interested type of student, but one university research lab course of plant physiology really changed my mind that the plants can do so many things, such as you can cut carrot and you can put it and they make roots and shoot and they can regenerate. A lot of exciting happens and the molecular bases are not clearly understood. So I felt like there's so many interesting things ahead of us and decided to study plants. Back then, for female scientists or the female young student interested in pursuing career in science and technology, there's a huge bar in Japan culturally. So essentially I didn't find any job, and people say, oh, you can get married, you don't have to pursue career. So I decided to go to the United States to pursue my career as a postdoc, and now fortunately things worked out, and I'm at academia right now and still studying plants. I'm very fundamental plant developmental biologist or developmental biologist interested in very essence of how cells talk to each other to establish functional tissue patterns so that as a multicellular organisms, plants or even humans could function and have the great fitness, right? And the system we are looking at is the development and the patterning of stomata, these tiny pores that can open and close and support plant gas exchange for photosynthesis and maintaining water efficiency as well. And it's just super fascinating that such a small structure and interaction to make proper patterns and the proper numbers, etc., could lead to not only plant growth and survival, but its impact our atmospheric environment, carbon cycles, water cycles, and essentially our life and sustenance. So it's some example that the small cells, how cells talk to make some cellular structure in plants, can have such a tremendous effects to our society as well. So that's really fascinating. So I really like looking at the microscope to find the beautiful structure and finding like, wow, this is the type of, regulatory mechanism. Like when we first found the epidermis with all stem cell arrested, those are super exciting and give so much inspiration and intuition to ourselves. So that's rewarding. Looking at the microscope is super amazing, so beautiful, and we learn so much from plants. And coming back to more like a life of scientist, what is most rewarding about science is that anybody from anywhere can make a breakthrough and a discovery. And I'm from Japan and nobody knew, and I didn't know much about stomata myself, but we found the key genes in the regulatory cascade through a genetic screen, and now our work is in textbook everywhere, essentially, and that's really exciting that you don't have to be privileged. You can be anybody, and the lab is essentially very international, right? And the many different people from different countries, different background, they interact and they have different way of thinking, and then you can go to like conference in a foreign country like Europe, England right now as I'm doing, and interact with scientists with many different backgrounds too, and exchange ideas, discuss what's important for the future, what we can do for the society. So those things, everything makes, I think, scientists and the scientific work rewarding and exciting.